Beyond the Mic with Sean Dillon.
We're joined on the Starline by an actor, stand-up comedian, entrepreneur, podcaster, and most importantly, dad. He's out on his Tall Tales tour. We welcome the very funny Brad Williams.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Out of all those things you just listed, yeah, dad's the one I'm proudest of. But just so everyone know, I work hardest at the stand-up comedian part. That's the other stuff is fine, it's fun, whatever. But the stuff that I work on every day, that's the stand-up comic part.
Brad, let's go beyond the mic. You've done it all: acting, creating hot sauce, podcasting. How has laughing and comedy helped you?
How has laughing and comedy helped me? How much time do you have? Comedy's helped me because it's bought a house, it puts food on the table for my family, it feeds my daughter. But it's also helped me just have a purpose. It's saved my life in terms of it's given me a reason to wake up in the morning every day. And laughing in general helps because I don't know if you know this, based on what's going on in the world, life can be pretty grim and bleak and sometimes depressing. And if we don't laugh at these things, if we don't laugh in general, then that's all we're surrounded by is just horrible awfulness. Yeah, comedy and laughter, that's the light that helps us wake up, say it's going to be okay, and find joy in this thing that we call living.
Well, you've acted, did a little wrestling on the Jericho Cruise. What gives you joy now?
What brings me joy? Writing new jokes and the audience getting them. That brings me joy. It means I'm still good at this thing. It means my career is going to keep going on. What brings me joy is Waffle Houses, late night, talking with my opening acts. That brings me joy. I'm supposed to say my daughter's smile and laughter. That does bring me joy, but she recently started telling jokes on a karaoke machine, and that brought me a lot of joy. So yeah, there's a lot of things that bring me joy. The Denver Broncos last year brought me a lot of joy. How do
you create your comedy? Is it punchline back or set up to punchline?
I create my comedy with a very simple writing process. Step 1, be a dwarf. Step 2, wait. Funny stuff's going to happen. And that's pretty much how I've always written my jokes. And it's been a hell of a career so far. 22 years. And some people are just hearing about me now, so they think I'm an overnight success. I'm like, yep, 22 years. That's all it took to be an overnight success.
When you're out on tour, you let Jasmine take care of everything else. How has the 10 plus years together changed the way you laugh, love, and enjoy life?
So just so we're clear, Jasmine is my wife. Just because I don't know if your listeners know that, and they don't know if that's going to be my dog or a bird or what. But yeah, that's my wife. We laugh because you have to. You have to laugh as you're growing as a couple, and as new life hurdles come your way, you have to laugh to get through it. And you find ways to laugh because I fell in love with her mainly because she could keep up with me in my sense of humor, and she didn't try to tell me that I shouldn't joke so much. If I couldn't make a woman laugh, that's not going to last long, that relationship, or any person, really. I can't be friends with someone I can't make laugh. So she makes me laugh. I make her laugh. It's a wonderful transactional relationship.
Out on his Tall Tales tour, comedian Brad Williams joins us for the Rockin' Aid. Brad, all this is 8 random questions. Trust your first instinct, no pressure.
Okay.
Best ride at Disneyland.
Best ride at Disneyland. Well, it's closed down at Disneyland. It's still going at Disney World. Rise of the Resistance is pretty great, but in terms of a classic, you can't beat Space Mountain. I like to use the Ric Flair quote about Space Mountain: oldest ride, longest line.
Always will be that way. What's your favorite charity to support?
I usually try to support some military-based charities. There's one like Fisher House. That's a good one. The USO is always good. I've been on several military tours, and I've done jokes for our brave young men and women who sacrificed so much to be over there on the front lines and for our freedoms. And whether I agree with conflicts they're involved with or not, I truly honor their service. So I try to support military-based charities.
What was the last pro basketball game you enjoyed?
For my birthday, my wife got a suite at the Laker game. The Lakers played the Atlanta Hawks, and the Lakers won, and I was surrounded by really great friends. And that was the last basketball game I was in person at and enjoyed, and it was a time, man. It was great.
Outstanding. Best Halloween costume when you were younger?
One year I was Blanca from Street Fighter 2, and that's when I was a kid. And it just kind of worked, man. A dwarf dressed up as Blanca. Blanca is a shorter one of the fighters. It just was awesome. It just worked out. That was probably the best. But the most convenient was I played hockey as a kid. So for like 3 years straight, I was a hockey player just so I could be on rollerblades and go and get so much candy that my bag couldn't even hold it all.
Describe Carlos Mencia in 10 words or less, and you can't use the word tall.
10 words or less, huh? I'm not here without him.
Amen to that, brother. What's your typical Waffle House order?
All-star special with grits, grits instead of hash browns, cheese on the grits, bacon instead of sausage. The bacon is extra crispy, and I sub out for toast. I sub out toast, and I add in raisin toast, eggs scrambled. I go for grits instead of hash browns because I was raised on grits. Waffle House knows the secret to good grits, and that's just smother it in butter.
Amen to that. Where's your favorite place to do a show?
Ooh. Favorite place to do a show is a comedy club in Denver called the Comedy Works. Downtown. It's the Downtown Comedy Works in Denver. That is an epic place to do a show. It's the perfectly designed comedy club. It's literally perfect. So yeah, love doing shows there. Love doing shows in Vegas just because they spoiled me. I was just at the Venetian, and they're always so kind to me. I get to pretend I'm a big shot for a weekend. So yeah, but for the show itself, like the show is fun, but it's all the added stuff. For the pure show, you can't beat the Comedy Works in downtown Denver. Brad, what's your favorite joke that someone else told? Wow. There's jokes I quote all the time, but the Robin Williams joke about how an Irish guy invented golf is one.
I've heard that joke.
Oh my God. It is so good and thorough, and it's the best parts of joke writing. It's storytelling, it's act out, it's accents, but then just clever premise. It's just Robin Williams golf. If you don't know it, Google it, and you're welcome.
Brad Williams joins us beyond the mic. Brad, how has your daughter changed your life and the way you look at comedy?
It changed my life because A, I don't sleep, and then B, one thing kids will do for you is you truly stop living for yourself and you start living for someone else. Every decision I make, I think about how it's going to affect her. Decisions I make in my career, content I put out there. It's all about how does this affect my kid? Life is hard enough as it is. I'm just trying to be a great father and give her a fighting chance. How has it affected my comedy? There's certain topics I don't talk about because I don't want my daughter to know that I'm talking about that, or I don't want it to get back to her. But it really refines the joke writing process, at least for me. Yeah, I really like where my act is right now. I like where it is. I'll be proud if she watches these specials one day. And so it's just improved all aspects.
When you're out on the road, what's the one thing from home you have to have with you?
My iPad. It sounds dumb, but like it used to be, when I first started touring and going on the road, you were just at the whim of whatever TV channels were on the hotel television. That was all you got. Now you have your iPad, you have your whole TV with you. You have all your streaming services, you have all that. I have something to FaceTime my daughter with. Yeah. So that would be the iPad. There are certain things from my home I wish I could bring. I wish I could bring my squatty potty. Wish I could bring that thing on the road. That would be really, really helpful. But for the most part, yeah, it's just my iPad.
You've launched a podcast with JB Ball, Height and Babble. Why was podcasting important to you, and how has it helped evolve your comedy?
Well, I launched it because right now we're living in a time where sort of politics is bleeding into absolutely everything. Even when you like sports, let's say you like sports. Okay, well now there's a halftime show, and then for some people there's another halftime show. If you're watching a UFC event, there are certain people that show up to that, whether you support them or not, whether you're, whatever you're watching, politics has bled into it, athlete protests and everything, which is good. I'm all for freedom of speech, and I'm all for people expressing their opinion and, promoting their causes. But I just wanted to turn something on and forget about everything for a little bit and just laugh. So that's what I did when I started this podcast. This is a podcast where me and JB Ball just find stupid stories from the internet that you may have missed, and then we just joke about them. And this is what we do essentially when we're sitting having our Waffle House. So I just wanted to bring that to the masses. And it gives me an excuse to hang out with one of my best friends and have it be a business expense. It's pretty great.
What's the best and worst thing about JB?
The best thing is just how his brain works, man. He loves to embrace debate. He loves to, we'll be driving, and it'll be, one of those 4-hour, 6-hour drives. We'll just be bored. And then randomly he'll say all right, if you could have any superpower, but also your enemy got the same superpower, what superpower would you have? And I'm like, oh, that's a good debate. So then we start debating that. So that's the best part about him, is his brain. The worst part about him is that he is a tall, good-looking black man where after a show, every woman comes up to me during the meet and greet and goes, is JB single? Can I get JB's number? What's JB's situation? That's the worst part about him. So it's good for him. It's just, I'm a happily married man, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy living vicariously through my buddy, but take a weekend off. Jeez.
Who makes you laugh today?
My wife intentionally and many times unintentionally makes me laugh.
Really?
Oh yeah. She's really funny. But in terms of comedians, I would go Bill Burr, Jim Jeffries, Fahim Anwar. Fahim Anwar makes me laugh. That is a great comedian. A comic named Daniel Sloss. And so, yeah, those four I could always count on to make me laugh.
Is there someone you'd like to do a set with or for that you haven't done so yet?
It's strange because I both want to do a set for this person, and it would absolutely terrify me to do a set for this person. Conan O'Brien.
Really? Why?
I've never met Conan. He's one of my comedy idols. Got me through college, and it's just always really great, really intelligent, really smart comedy. So I would love to, the game of if you could have dinner with 5 people, Conan O'Brien is on that list for me. Might be number 1. But then I fear doing a set for Conan O'Brien, because if he ever said, nah, that's not good, that's not funny, then it'd be heartbreaking. So I both want to do a set for him, but also am terrified of it.
What should people expect when they come see you?
Comedy for people that have ADD. So if you don't like a joke, wait 10 minutes. There's another one coming. Not even 10 minutes. Holy crap. No, 10 to 15 seconds. 10 to 15 seconds, there is another one coming. It's I make jokes for people like me. So it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. And you could expect a lot of high energy material when you come see my show.
Normally, I end my interviews with one big question, but that would be insulting. So I'll do one dwarf question. How do you want people remembering you when your time on this earth is over?
Hey, man. There are some people that this is something that they think about a lot. You know, what's my legacy? How will I be remembered? How will my name carry on? You know, they try to put their name on a building and they think that's going to do it. Honestly, I don't care how people remember me. I truly don't. As long as I was a good friend to those around me, and my daughter thinks that I was a good dad and I tried my best, and she knows that I love her. And my wife knows that I tried my best, and she knows that I love her. As long as those close to me know me and know who I am, and they think fondly of me, that's okay. I don't need anything else. If people all rose up tomorrow and said, we all hate Brad Williams and his comedy, but my family and friends still love me, that's okay by me.
Brad, where can people find you online?
BradWilliamsComedy.com. And that's got all the links, all the tour dates, all the everything.
Love doing shows at the Comedy Works in Denver. Conan is his idol, and he wants you to see him on his Tall Tales tour. Brad Williams, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today.
Hey, thank you so much, and thanks for offering us Psychopath Comedians a platform, sir.
And that, my friends, is Beyond the Mic. If you're enjoying these conversations, please check out another Beyond the Mic episode to find more actors, artists, and people you need to know. We'd also appreciate a like and subscribe on the Good Pods app.